It sits on your to-do list, staring at you. That one big important task. And your brain starts to bargain. I'll do it tomorrow. I just need to be in the right mood. Soon the anxiety of not doing the task becomes far more painful than the task itself. This cycle of delay and guilt is exhausting. But what if the cure wasn't about finding more motivation, but about forging a new mindset? The Stoics engineered a framework for action over 2,000 years ago, and today we're going to use it to get things done. Procrastination isn't just laziness. It's the fear of failure, the paralysis of perfectionism, or the feeling of being overwhelmed. We let these feelings hijack our rational mind. The Stoic solution is about reclaiming control by training your mind to see your tasks differently. Our goal today is to give you a Stoic toolkit to stop fighting with yourself and start acting with focus, purpose, and urgency. To do this, we need two critical Stoic concepts. The first is the discipline of assent. The philosopher Epictetus taught that we are constantly hit with impressions, thoughts, or labels about things. A task isn't just a task. Our mind labels it. This is overwhelming, or this is too hard. The discipline of assent means we don't have to agree with that first impression. You are the gatekeeper of your mind. You can see that thought, examine it, and refuse to let it in. Procrastination begins the moment we assent, the moment we agree with the unhelpful story our mind tells us. The second idea comes from Marcus Aurelius, a sense of urgency from focusing on the present moment. Marcus constantly wrote about the shortness of life, not to be morbid, but to create purpose. He knew the past is gone and the future is uncertain. The only time we have is right now. Procrastination lives in tomorrow. Stoic action lives in the present. He urged himself to perform every action as if it were his last, not with panic, but with complete focus and integrity. When you grasp that now is all you have, the temptation to delay loses its power. What's our typical approach to procrastination? We wait. We wait to feel motivated or for the right mood to strike. The Stoics would say this is a profound mistake. Motivation is not a cause of action. It is an effect of action. It's a fire that starts with the spark of you doing something. Waiting for the feeling is like a cold traveler waiting for a fire to start on its own before they'll gather the wood. The Stoic approach is to gather the wood, take action, no matter how small, and create the motivation you were waiting for. Let's apply this. Here are 3 common procrastination traps and the Stoic way out. First, the giant, overwhelming project. The problem: a huge project feels too big to even start. The reaction: you stare at a blank page, feel anxiety, and then find more important. Small tasks to do instead. The Stoic reframe: apply Marcus Aurelius's urgency. Your task is not complete the project. Your task is only the immediate next step. First, identify the very first physical action required. Not write the report, but open a document and type the title. Second, commit to just 10 minutes. Set a timer and work only on that single action. The fire of motivation will often catch. Second, avoiding a difficult conversation. The problem: you need to have a sensitive talk, but keep putting it off. The reaction: you imagine every negative outcome, which increases anxiety and makes you delay it further. The Stoic reframe: use the discipline of assent. Your first impression is, this will be a disaster. Refuse to agree. Reframe it with the truth. This is a necessary action for a better outcome. First, challenge your negative story. What if it actually helps? Second, schedule it. Take it from an abstract fear to a concrete event on your calendar. Now it's just an appointment. Third, putting off a healthy habit. The problem: you want to exercise or meditate but tell yourself, I'm too tired, I'll start tomorrow. The reaction: relief, followed by guilt. The Stoic reframe: be the gatekeeper of your mind. Your mind offers an excuse, I'm too tired. Assent to the truth instead. A 5-minute walk will actually give me more energy. First, shrink the task. Make it laughably small. You don't have to run for an hour, just put on your shoes. You don't have to meditate for 20 minutes. Just sit and breathe for 60 seconds. Second, focus on the action itself, not the result. This builds the identity of a person who does things. The Stoic approach changes the game. Procrastination is no longer a battle against a character flaw like laziness. It becomes a technical problem you can solve, a problem of managing your thoughts and narrowing your focus. It's about being the gatekeeper who refuses entry to overwhelming thoughts. It's about the urgency of an emperor who knew that the only moment to act is now. When you master this, you don't just get more done, you eliminate the exhausting anxiety that comes from not doing. You trade the heavy weight of guilt for the light feeling of accomplishment. How do you weave this into your daily life? Here are 3 powerful Stoic habits. First, the next action mantra. Whenever you feel stuck, just ask yourself, what is my immediate next physical action? This simplifies any task. Second, give yourself permission to do it poorly. Perfectionism fuels procrastination. Write a terrible first draft or do a sloppy first workout. You can't improve something that doesn't exist. Third, use a memento mori reminder. Remember you will die. A simple note or object on your desk to remind you that time is finite. It puts trivial excuses for delay into perspective. The feeling of motivation is a fickle friend. Discipline, focus, and purpose are the allies you can always count on. The power to overcome procrastination is not in some future, more motivated version of you. It is in you right now, in this present moment. You are the gatekeeper of your mind. You are the master of this moment. Now, go act like it. That is the way of a real-life Stoic. Now, I want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me, what is one task you've been avoiding that you will take the first small step on today? Let's hold each other accountable. And if this video helped you, please give it a like. Subscribe to Real Life Stoic for more practical wisdom and share it with someone else who might be feeling stuck. Thank you for watching. The time to act is now.